Mage. We'll just draft a mage because it's least likely to be shit, I think. And I don't think my poor heart could take another shit deck tonight. And even if we get a good deck, clearly today has shown it doesn't really matter if you get hit by a bunch of Denathrius. But there is a limit to how many Denathrius you can be hit by, right? Probably like 1 million. This card's good. This card's good. I think Scalebane's better. Well, I mean, I know Scalebane's better than Murmy. I don't think we have to worry about our curve right now. Let's take this one. Take the dragon, though. Nether Spites start to get a little serviceable. This is a good card, too, but let's grab dragons. And I feel like we'll get the location or 6 of them today. I like Bartender, especially this early. Alex is good. Like, if you don't get any secrets, Alex better than Bartender because it's so hard to get 3s, but there's certainly a chance that we end up with a secret. Discover a spell from your deck and cast it. Alright, let's get rid of that. I like this guy. Brain Freeze. I don't like Warbear. I don't need more 5s, but whatever. Let's count this as like a 7 or an 8. This is not really a 3. Alright. Curve's a little dicey. Let's grab a 2. I'm not taking a Goblin over a Cold Case. These are unplayable garbage. Take the 4. There's our Nether Spite. Neato. Maze Guide over crap. Firebrand seems pretty important. We're taking more 4s. We're taking more 5s. Taking 2 Frozen Touches. Can't take Cold Light. I think we ought to take a 1 here. I'll take a 2 over a 4. And, well, let's take a Spy. Never had a curve like this. This curve is weird. It's not ideal. 1 3-drop. Yeah, we didn't really... We passed 1, the Elec on pick 4, and then saw 1 other playable 3 on pick 24.
The time for dreaming is over.
Secret Mage without any secrets. Yeah, we didn't get offered one, huh? Could have, though. Bucket, how are you, Mr. Bucket? I think this deck goes 8 if you play 3 total runs. Yeah, it's probably more likely to go 8 on 3 runs.
Prove your worth, Cur.
Actually kind of annoying for us, huh?
Look what I found!
Deck tracker's bugged. Oh, did he crash? He didn't crash, it's just not working.
An incredible discovery!
Today's Saturday, right? Oh, it did crash. Nice. It's a free program, so I never want to shit on it too much, but it is quite shit. It is quite shit. Donkey Kong Country has the best music of all time. What about the Nutcracker? Technically it's Sunday. I guess it's my Saturday night stream. That actually kind of counters this pretty well as well. Funny enough, I wanted to ping.
It's mine!
can go 2-1-1. Trade there. Trade that off as well. Play the Jandice card. You know what? I'm just gonna fucking go 2-1-1. I'm not pinging next turn.
This might show me.
Let's double trade that because he might have a buff that he wants to play, or he might want to heal his guy.
A place to hide.
But right now, he can't. Thank goodness for smalls. Today's felt pretty blah. For you or for me? Today, I would say this stream minus smalls is like a top 3 stream of all time. Is how it's felt to me. But with smalls, it's probably in the top 2. Was there ever really a bigger reason you got rid of the 1K redeem sounds other than they got annoying? OBS was having some issues. And I really was just running fewer programs while I was streaming.
What makes
More as a trial and error type thing. The sounds didn't really annoy me that much for the most part. Sometimes some would, but not really. I think they got progressively less funny the longer they were around. If we ever bring them back, I think bringing up the channel point costs and changing some of the sounds would be fine. I should have put in more effort to adjust them more often. But if you know anything about Redbeard, he just doesn't put in a lot of effort to improve things.
My strength is yours.
I could draw, but I can draw kind of whenever. My hand's pretty empty. Right, you're too hard on yourself. You're super busy these days. Don't burn out. You know, I'm sure a lot of people in a lot of positions go through something similar to this, but it's like, it would be so much smarter for me to take a day off or 2 and then like just improve a bunch of things and then go from there, you know? It's interesting. Like, it's just better if you eat better and go to the gym and drink less and read more. But people just don't do that, you know? Like, everybody knows it's better, and some people do it, and, you know, I respect it, and I wish that I did more of that. But we just don't. People just don't. They kind of default to like what's easiest or what makes them the happiest or whatever. It's like, you know these things, you just don't do these things. It would be better for me to put some lights behind me and buy an $80 HD camera.
For your entertainment.
Change, like, fix the angles or whatever. You just don't. I don't know. I find it to be interesting and also frustrating. Why make life easier when you can leave it as it is and rot away? Exactly. Poet gets it.
Who's up for an adventure?
Would you actually do this on a day off? No. Would I? No, of course not. But should I? Probably. Am I absolutely convinced that I should? Not entirely. What if, you know? What if things end up worse?
Show me.
What if I end up dead? Because a light catches on fire and kills me. Why go out if you can just lay in your crumbs? Spurto understands. I used to go to the gym, then I destroyed my rotator cuff, and I feel like the gym makes me feel worse. Well, there you go. You might be stuck between a rock and a hard place. Feeling the way you feel, but without being able to feel better, you know? Birdo is Finnish. What do they know? He knows things like Finnish dance routines. I was watching Asmodee, and he said if you embrace the new ad structure, there's way more money in streaming. Have you done that? He said he's down from the days he was getting 8,000 viewers to 2,000, and now he's making more than he did before. I've talked about the ad incentive and the ad structure. I've gotten two ad offers from Twitch. Two. In April and in May. And in April, they offered me not so much money, but so much money on the ad program that I thought it was a mistake. And I thought, my God, streaming is going to be easy. It was like, I don't know if I'm supposed to say, it was like $3,000 or something like that to run ads at a similar rate to what we were running now. And it's like, well, that's not like life-altering money, but if you're like $3,000 a month, you'd be like, well, okay, I'll make $30,000, $40,000 a year to just run ads and play my stream as much as I do. And that was to do 180 hours, and I already stream more than that. So it was like, any ads you run on top of that would have been on top of that. And then the offer I got from May was like $500 or something. And it was less money than I got for just running ads as it is without running many ads. But it was like to run like 5 times more ads and make less money. And then I never got, I said, fuck that. And I opted out of that. And they're like, yeah, you can opt in or out of every month. But I never got another offer after that. You didn't do it? And you get the money from the ads? So I did the first offer. And then now everybody's like, whoa, I'm getting all these crazy offers. And I'm like, oh, I don't get any. And they're like, oh, you just have to go to this website, or you have to go to this part of your Twitch profile. Or I'm like, well, no, I know exactly where to go. I just don't get that. They don't give me an offer anymore. So. You have to pay tax for Twitch revenue? Yeah, of course. Probably not 10 or 15 years ago. How many wins did the Warlock go? 5. Yeah, it was crazy. Can't believe we got up to 5. Wish I could save up ad watching time to donate to streamers. And then ads wouldn't interrupt the stream so much. Yeah, they used to do that. You used to be able to
What makes something
watch ads manually for bits, and then you could
Show me.
you could give them to the streamer. I actually donated over $125, $150 to Dreads just watching manual ads. I actually think it was one of the reasons he actually decided to help me start my stream, because I was an active member in his community that had just donated 100. He'd probably like, well, fuck, this guy's giving me money from the bits, from the ads that Twitch gave you for free back in the day. He was probably like, oh fuck, I better help this turd, otherwise it's not gonna give me, a quarter a day. I would imagine.
Try harder, man.
You're still on a good deal now? No, I don't have a deal. I don't get an ad revenue deal. It's actually a scam.
Show me.
I could probably message Twitch, but they never help me. Every time I've ever messaged Twitch about like a question for something about fairness, they've always been like, oh, yeah, no, not everybody gets it, or we just gave it to Amaranth. We gave your ad money to Amaranth. They're always like, no, we just put Amaranth on the front page. We wanted to watch, people wanted to watch your Wiggler or Ghibli bits. Like, oh, okay. I got over $200 off of that for streamers. Oh, I gave Dreads probably maybe close to 250. I don't think I had the pink badge, but I think I had the red badge. But I gave Clint Stevens. I would always like spam Clint too. I would spam Clint and I would spam Dreads. But yeah, Twitch is not always set up to favor everyone equally, that's for sure. Your homework is to get a new deal. Well, again, I assure you, that's not how it works. I assure you. If Twitch can find ways to not give you deals or benefits, then they will do that. ban incoming. I have email correspondence. I could just, you know. I'm not making anything up.
Show me.
And if I had more of a following and they did ban me, then you guys could get me unbanned. Save Redbeard. We love him. Take the flame strike, I guess. Amaranth deserves every penny for farting in the microphone. Hey man, I didn't give that many pennies. I don't know what you heard. There's a couple dozen trillion pennies for an Amaranth microphone fart. Remove somewhere else. Good luck with that. If you're Ninja, you can switch from Twitch to YouTube. If you're Redbeard or Dreads, you'll fade into obscurity. And Twitch knows that.
Such power.
I am getting kecked McSchmecked. Can kill that, and then he doesn't buff here, and I'm removing basically the same power. He can heal it, but then I can shoot it. If he's playing minions from his hand here, then maybe he's not buffing as much. Hearthstone Championships barely survived the move to YouTube. Well, I mean, they went from 100,000 viewers to 2,000 viewers, and then have since diminished their reach on Twitch back down to 2,000 or 3,000 viewers for anything they put back on. This notion that you can just kind of bounce around and do whatever you want, and everybody's like immune from, you know, deteriorating returns on platforms is certainly misguided. Like you said, like not even Twitch can weather the storm of their own poor decisions, or not even you know, play Hearthstone can. Competitive Hearthstone died with the move. I think to a large extent, then I think that's true. To some extent, maybe not completely, but yeah, for sure. They lost a lot of their relevancy. Couldn't having ads also incentivize more people to sub here? That's not really how it works. It's like such a low portion of people that choose to sub to avoid ads as the percentage of people that choose not to watch a channel where they are playing a lot of ads. And that's not to say that some people don't sub to avoid ads or to support the streamer. Definitely here I've been blessed to have a ton of support, and I appreciate it. I really do. For a long time, I never played any ads. But back when I started, Twitch didn't really push this need to play ads to the same extent. I don't know exactly when did Twitch get bought by Amazon? When did Amazon buy Twitch? 2014. Okay, well, vast duration of, the entire duration of my streaming career, it's been owned by Amazon. But I don't know, maybe they were coming up with plans to change the experience for the worse in that time. Crypt did it right and grew. Well, Crypt has been around for 12 years. Crypt predates Twitch, so that is a large contributing factor to why Crypt is in the position that he is in. +1. It's because Crypt predates Twitch and has uploaded 2 YouTube videos a day for over a decade as well. Whereas somebody like Redbeard, who you may feel like has been around forever and is on every day, hasn't hit half the time that Crypt has hit by the time that Crypt had 20,000 viewers. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. I wonder if I should just be throwing these face. But I'm kind of close to dying, right? Deathborn's just not going to do anything. But is this going to do anything? But Crypt, whatever you know, however you frame it, Crypt has done it right. Crypt has done everything right. Crip's had more success than, you know, almost anybody on the Earth, statistically speaking. Just play another thing. I don't know. Maybe he's got an AoE spell. I'm not really sure. Didn't care for the Grandmasters, but I'm sad all the people who lose money with it are gone now. Yeah, Grandmasters was like... I'm not really sure what they were thinking. I couldn't tell you. Rip is ancient grain, sourdough loaf. Redbeard is cheap moldy loaf of $1 bread. Yeah, but I'm still in the food category. That's the key. Crip is premium French bread. Redbeard is discarded. Yeah, whatever. It's horrible. Horrible piece of bread. Poet's right, but still bread. I guess he's afraid of, like, Vengeful Visage, maybe? Yeah, and, you know, every time we discuss this, I feel like it's really important to say, like, I probably can't have a career streaming if people like Crip and Tice and Nog and Hafu didn't start streaming 10 years ago for 12 hours a day, making probably $0, you know, like without even having like Twitch subs being an option. Like those guys and gals and their efforts have allowed people like me to at least make an attempt to forge a career. So I don't look at it like, oh, they have something and I should have it and it's not fair. I'm more like, thank God they turned their streams on so I don't have to work at Target. Was it Tice in kindergarten 10 years ago? Isn't he like 25, 26? Without those guys, like I'm probably still working at Target. I'm fired. I don't know what's going on in my life. It ain't good though. I'll tell you that much. Seems like a very good deck. It's an okay deck with a terrible curve. I'd say it's probably a 5 or 6 win deck max. I don't know who was like the Amaz, you know, whoever was pioneering Hearthstone, but I started streaming when he was 18. No, I don't know. 28.
The time for dreaming.
You have 2 Frozen Touch in your deck, or you discover them? We do have 2 Frozen Touch in our deck, yeah. Keep those. I have 1-3. I probably should find more 2s. Yeah, let's look for 2s, because we're either having a 2 or we're skipping. Did Maz quit Hearthstone? He did, yeah. He said he did. He might come back one day, but he's been doing Slay the Spire and
We all have our ghosts.
other things, but mostly Slay it lately, I think.
It'll be our little
Garudi, thank you for the Prime. I appreciate that. I really do.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
Play Slay and Magic Arena.
Time to die.
That sounds about right.
You fight me.
I don't really care if he's spending 3 mana, 4 mana on a 3/2 weapon and trading this. Doesn't really bother me. I don't want to waste my coin. This is a good exchange for us. It's sort of like it did the same thing, right? I mean, that makes his turn a little better. Hopefully. We were hoping he would float that mana, but what are you gonna do? Garudi, welcome. Oh, Garudi, he's an old school Redbeard supporter. He's been following for like 5 or 6 days now already. Garudi's... okay, maybe he's the new guard. Maybe he's the new wave of Redbeard supporters. Huh?
Another screw.
It's mine!
Seems to match up a little better.
The exit is this way.
Wish I had Kel'Thuzad. Not plagiarized? So it must be Shadow Clone? Where did that come from? Flip and Dice are huge names, but the reason streaming is what it is today. YouTube was already starting to take off. If anything, Justin TV and Twitch creators are due more credit for recognizing potential than using their platform. Early people watch you for you. But Crip was on JTV. That's the point, right? Sudden betrayal? No sudden betrayal in this meta. Didn't Moss have a follow-up with Blizzard and made a whole video about it? Yeah, he did. They rescinded an invitation to invite-only tournament for him, I believe, because of some implications with the team that he was a part of, or that he started, or he was running. And then he like vowed to like never play a Blizzard game on stream again, or ever play a game again, or something. Which, yeah, I mean, kind of understand it. Rip didn't invent JTV? No, he didn't, but nobody's saying that he did. I attribute a ton of success of streaming to Kenji and Caleb as well. I think Magic grew Twitch quite a bit. I don't think so, no. Not relative to, not relative to many other things, I'm sure. And I love those guys. They're probably really impactful for growing Magic specifically, but Magic probably wouldn't be like a top 50 or top 100 game historically on Twitch, probably. And that's, they've probably become more relevant in the last 2 or 3 years or 4 years or whatever, since they finally put a arena in. Before that, Win, Kenji, and Caleb were still kind of growing their own streams or YouTube content. Like they were playing Magic Online, and I would say Magic on Twitch, on Magic Online, be even farther down than wherever we're speculating now, or wherever I'm speculating. Yeah, League. I mean, the games that are still the biggest games today had a lot more to do with Magic or Caleb. What's interesting, once you really dig into it, is one, like, you look at channels with 1,000 viewers or like 5,000 viewers, and you're like, wow, they must be like the most impactful channels on Twitch, but they're still probably not even in like, you know, the top 100, 200, 300, 1,000, probably not in the top 1,000 channels maybe. So you're relatively going to TwitchCon. It's Dreads taught me this 3 or 4 years ago when Dreads had, you know, 600-700 viewers a night, 500 maybe, and he's like, yeah, like nobody there knows who you are and nobody cares. Nobody from Twitch staff will lift a finger to do anything for you. They don't care for shit. But if you're Ninja, if you're Amaranth, or if you're Tfue or whatever that guy's name is, if you're Shroud, like, yeah, maybe there's like a couple people, but if you have 1,000 or 2,000 viewers, like, it's awesome for you as an individual, and your community hopefully, you know, appreciates you and it and everything. People have probably supported you immensely and worked really hard and whatnot, but
Got something to hide.
in the grand scheme of things, it's just a drop in the bucket for Twitch. Like there are people with 10,000, 20,000 viewers, and I don't even know who they are. XQC, Asmongold, I don't even know who these people are. Hassan, Poet's always talking about somebody named Hassan. I don't even know. You could show me a picture of Hassan, I could never tell you what he looked like. Those people have a lot more to do with Twitch's relevance than
What's sharper?
Kenji or Caleb or Redbeard or LSV or whoever. Crip, like. The Just Chatting section was a huge debate back in the day. It wasn't that long ago, but you weren't allowed to stream if you weren't playing a game. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I mean, even on Twitch, like Poet was saying, you didn't have a just chatting or a music section or a bikinis and tits section or whatever, or hot tubs and beaches or whatever. You didn't really have those even a couple years ago.
I'm acting on
Twitch sees it as a way to make money,
The time
and
for dreaming is over.
if I ran Twitch, I would want to make money, so it makes sense. I've never watched Twitch prior to Amazon Prime. I haven't left since, and now I pay to sub to 4 people. Moco Man, I'm proud to be one of the ones you sub to. Thank you, man. Spanish-speaking channels have grown a lot the last 2 years. Some channels have almost 100,000 viewers at times. Yeah, as more and more parts of the world develop and, you know, get access to the internet, and as Twitch continues to grow and whatnot, like, yeah, more and more people are going to have opportunity, especially of different languages and whatnot are going to be able to thrive for sure, which is a good thing, I think.
the exit is this way.
Kids and adults without any self-control are being exploited by girls on Twitch. I don't think that's necessarily true.
Once upon a time.
I have a 4, I have a 5. Let's take a Blackwing. Spain isn't a second world country. No, but a lot of places in the world that aren't Spain speak Spanish, so. But you're right.
As long as it keeps out arrows.
Those words you said are sort of true.
As long as it keeps out arrows.
Show bald. I showed the bald parts of my body once on Twitch and I got a 2-week ban. Anyway, you can see it on OnlyFans these days. I live in Spain and it's not really Europe. Parts of Europe, I'm sure, are all very different from one another. So, just like in the United States, right? You got tired of waiting for me to attack in an explosive, which I appreciate. Let's kill that. I don't really need the armor. When the income of the top Twitch streamers leaked, something like 3 out of the top 100 were women, and that's not a big effect on the website. No, it's not. I wonder what percentage of streamers are men versus women, though. Or at least at the time. Or like, you could look like year by year. I'd be curious to see that. But yeah, the people getting quote-unquote exploited by women on Twitch, I'm sure is a very, very small number. Not that it's right or wrong or whatever, I'm sure it's a very small number. And I mean, people make their choices, right? If somebody's like being dishonest, man or woman, then people should not support that, right? So I go to a gentleman's stream, and he's like, hey, you know, I'm gonna, you know, if you sub to me, I'll do something for you. And they don't do it, then that's, you know, you shouldn't support that person. And if you go to a gal's stream and she's in a bikini or whatever, she's like, hey, you know, I want to marry you. Just give me a sub, and then you sub, and she's misrepresenting herself, and that's bad too. But most people don't do that. They just frolic around in a bathtub, or they play Hearthstone in their underwear. They play Hearthstone Arena. People are, I think, pretty, most channels are pretty genuine. It's pretty clear to see.
Got something to hide?
Could be snakes. But it could be something like open the cages, and just getting this guy off the board is a big deal. Goes back to an old argument I had, versus why certain streamers weren't big versus their counterparts. I was looking into it a bit, and actually some of the most successful Twitch streamers were actually Minecraft streamers. Yeah, that's probably true. But it's always a lot more complicated than I think people give it credit. Like, Minecraft was a big thing, I don't know, but I would guess that Minecraft wasn't as big on Twitch 10 years ago or 7 or 8 years ago or whenever. It seems to be more of a recent development. You know, which is fine. It's cool. Whatever. Kids love Minecraft apparently, or Fortnite, right? Like, you could be like Minecraft was the biggest game and Fortnite was the second biggest game, but that's like a relatively small portion of Twitch's history would be kind of tied up in those specific games, or Call of Duty or FIFA or whatever. It's relatively small.
The exit is this way.
Show me.
I kind of feel like we're smoking this guy.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
Just because the Minecraft streamers brought a lot of their YouTube community to Twitch with them? I mean, I don't know. But without dates and times and names, without spending the time to research like how big their YouTubes were, when it was coming around, how much Twitch grew, it's all speculative. But there's a lot of stuff that you can see definitively. And then you can kind of speculate till the end of, till the end of days. Which is fun and interesting, but it's hard to come up with any like concrete answers to a lot of this stuff. Otherwise everybody would just stream Minecraft and have 50 million views or whatever, and they'd be millionaires. It doesn't really work that way. Otherwise Twitch would put out a Minecraft incentive program and incentivize people to play Minecraft to grow their platform. Do you think Amaranth could make it as an Overwatch or a WoW streamer and be the #1 female streamer on the platform? Do I? Probably not. But just chatting has a much bigger draw than Overwatch specifically anyway, right?
Checkmate. Right away.
But you can kind of make an argument for or against anyone, or against anyone, because there's only going to be one biggest streamer on the platform, you know? Like, and it has a lot to do, it has a lot more to do with gender or the game you play than just those things. Like the most entertaining, some of the most entertaining streamers, I'm sure, never grow, men and women, because you're not playing like the right game at the right time, and you haven't had an established community 10 years ago. Like, it's very hard for somebody to start today and grow bigger than Pokimane or Asmongold. Because like, Twitch doesn't really do a lot to help their discoverability. And also, there's a big difference between having 1 viewer and having 1 million viewers. Like, you can grow your channel 100,000 times and still not be at 10% of the, you know, reach of some of those already established streamers. Deuce Dentri, thank you so much, Deucey. But I would just say, in a general sense, the Twitch chat always has a lot of simplistic perceptions of the situation. Like, oh, why don't you just stream this game? Why don't you just do this? Oh, this person's big because of that. But as somebody that spent a lot of time doing it and a lot of time kind of studying it, it's so much more complicated than that. And so much of it is luck, and people just want to feel like they have complete control over like why they grew or why they didn't grow or whatever. And a lot of it is just like luck. It's just luck and perseverance. And some people, you know, whatever, work harder and have more to offer, and then they're able to capitalize on that luck and perseverance too. Like Amaranth didn't turn on her stream and ride around on an inflatable whale and then all of a sudden have 30,000 viewers. I'm sure she worked very hard and strategized for a really long time and got lucky, just like another lady who did a similar thing didn't get lucky or didn't work as hard and wasn't able to grow. Just like somebody like Crip was able to start streaming Hearthstone, and somebody like Sunglitters or Happabear or Slissa or Shady Bunny they're not able to reach the same heights because they didn't start when he did. Maybe they didn't put out as much content as him and whatnot. Like, there's so much that goes into it. It's not just you're a better player, you're a better streamer, quote unquote. It's a lot. There's just so much to it. It's all networking? No, it's not. That's the point, right? It's not all something. Networking helps, longevity helps, luck helps, skill helps, personality helps, everything helps. It's not all one thing. And that's the point. When you kind of like devolve the analysis into one or two things, it's just not, that's just not how it works. What's your take on the different personalities? I think it's, again, it's just you look at a stream you watch and see an extroverted personality and then correlate that to like those are being the most successful streams. There's a lot of streamers that really get by just based off of their prowess at the game they play, and they don't have an extroverted personality at all. There's some channels that don't even run a camera and they don't really feel comfortable having a camera on, and they can still have success too, because it's a combination of a lot of things. What they streamed, when they streamed it, how long they streamed it, who they know, who helped them, how good or bad they are at these things they do. It's all random chance. It's not all random chance either. I know you're doing a little dreads face there. And these are just my opinions, right? But everything's sort of quote-unquote random chance. And then you just give yourself odds, right? Like Hearthstone. Like, you might be 70% favored to win the game, but then you play this one instead of this one, and maybe you go to 71%. Like, it's still random to an extent whether or not you end up winning these type of games. But you increase your odds maybe by making one decision over another. And streaming and life in general, I think, are a lot like that. It's like, you know, you might have a better chance of making more money if you take this job in this city, in this country, or whatever. Or you might take a different one, and then you might end up making less money. Or you might end up making more. Or you might find a nice person to date because you moved to this country and they share similar mentalities to you and you get along better with someone. Who knows? Whoever's dependent on the camera, I am dependent on the camera for sure. People like to watch me suffer. But I also think, on the same discussion, I think everybody starting a stream in 2018 or on, 99.9% of people are dependent on having a camera, because that's the expectation that has been cultivated over millions of streams and hundreds of millions of hours of watch time, billions of hours of watch time. It's like the expectation that people have a camera. Yeah, I was really worried for a second I would be able to attack with my guy. Do you think a man doing identical content as Amaranth would have as many viewers? No. I didn't pick this. I don't know why this... Why did it default to a bunch of kids music? Oh, that's great. Let's put that one there. Alright. I don't know, I got lost. It went from Nintendo to little baby music. Halloween Carnival. What the fuck? Can we just put on like a Beatles album or something? Sorry, no, I don't think that there would be an equivalent amount of female viewership that would want to watch a man wiggle his arse on his OnlyFans stream or whatever. I wouldn't particularly want to watch that myself. I think we're okay. Can I even pretend?
As long as it keeps out arrows.
High-profile players are not genderless pseudonyms. No, they're not. What's the scariest movie you've ever seen? I don't know, maybe The Conjuring? gonna go have a little whiskey and cola. We'll put a pin on that discussion because, as always, it gets a little heated. We'll get back to Hearth or sports or farts or music. Nice and easy. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. And we'll listen to some Led Zeppelin and not the Spooky Carnival Nickelodeon special. I don't know why it gave me that. Where's the line? It'll be here. I appreciate all of the contributions, and it's nice to discuss. It's nice to think about. Hope you're well, Red. Hey, I'm doing okay. I want to get timed out so bad. I ain't gonna be the one to do it. I don't give Poet what he wants. Not a chance. Not again. Never again. Okay, I'm back. Let's try to shore up another win here. Never cross a Twitch line. Line never works for shit. But, you know, it's fine.
Jaina versus Jaina.
You asked for it. The time for
I'm always a
dreaming is
dumpster
over.
legend. I don't think I want to keep this. Sorry for starting out in the middle of... Where are we? Trampled underfoot?
We all have
We need our
goals.
1/3 drop. Hey sexy, you remember me? You're gonna do a chicken dance? Hey you rock, how are you, man? Wait, sorry. We drew a line. I'm not reading that, but I can read enough of it to know I time it out.
With a cherry on top.
Get one free.
It's like, just respect the lines, you know? That's all we gotta do.
Show me.
I'm gonna ping here. I don't really care if he trades because I don't have a play, so. You're being silenced. Respect the line, that's all.
A whirlwind of flavor.
Respect each other. Respect yourself. Most importantly, respect the line. If you're not gonna respect anything, make sure you respect the line.
Show me.
Red is a dictator. I didn't even do the timing out. Well, I did a little bit of it. I wouldn't consider myself a dictator.
What makes something
No threes, so I can't ping. He's gonna pick the 4/4, right? He's gonna pick the 3/4. I respect the line, but only because you made the line in chat. I had to. It's a nice visual representation. So I just trade everything off. What does that mean? It means change the subject below the line, and we don't have to ban anybody above the line.
feeling dizzy?
So I'm bumping and pinging either way,
On with the show.
so I'd rather lose a 3/4 than whatever I'm playing here.
As long as it keeps out arrows.
I can dictate the subject, you can, but if it's dumb, then I'll ban you. But you can talk about something else if you want, sure. By all means. I like to bump and ping in the bedroom. I don't. I like to lay and hide under the covers. Red beard? More like no beard. No beard?
It's mine.
face.
You are on fire.
I do. Could be rigged fair game. I don't think we're I don't think we're proccing. I don't think we're gonna want Pyroblast here.
Please tell me, where am I?
Is my subject good or am I getting banned? Dicks. Yeah, dicks are great. What about them? You like them? You want to see them? You want to watch them bounce up and down?
My colors burn.
Please. Help me understand.
Let me work my magic.
Find out if it's counterspell. Ice Barrier. What the hell is Ice Barrier? It's a card?
The exit
That
is
surprises
this
me.
way.
Should we kill his guy?
Yeah, what's troubling you?
I mean, I know we can set up a Deathborn. I don't want to have to Deathborn, though. Is it okay to say that I don't absolutely love Moby Dick? Is it okay to say that? The song, what the fuck? I didn't click that button. Oh yeah, no. These buttons are not appropriate. Sorry. So many secrets. This is annoying me. It's gonna die. This is gonna die.
I've heard enough. Yeah, what's troubling you?
Time runs out on me.
Here for a good time. Here for a good time.
You can dislike music if you want. You're an adult. I don't dislike Moby Dick. I just don't love it. I like thank you though. Daburo, thank you for the follow, Daburo.
Can I get a Murgle?
Welcome to this show. They softly tolerate me.
I have a secret? No secrets. That's right, I have no threes. Well, I don't want to give him help, but what are you gonna do? Have you encountered someone being annoying at TwitchCon? Or you just drink it away? A couple people were annoying at TwitchCon. I didn't interact with too many people I hadn't met or I hadn't already like been semi-familiar with. But yeah, there's annoying people out there for sure. But I just kind of walked away. 2, 4, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's not infused, so I should trade, I think.
Baby, I'm a firework.
slight sting.
TwitchCon is a click. I don't think that's true. TwitchCon had like 40,000 people. There were no, I mean, I'm sure there were some clicks, but the clicks that existed, I'm sure didn't, I didn't even know who they were. I'm sure Dr. Disrespect and Shroud probably partied down and stuff, who knows? I don't really want to hang out with them. I think it'd be weird. They probably don't want to hang out with me. They'd probably think it'd be lame. I like sitting. Some of my favorite activities are sitting. That's it. It's a quasi-click, as not everyone is directly connected in the social graph. Yeah, I guess it's a quasi-click, because not everyone is directed in a social graph. That's fair. Oh man, bad time to get a disconnect when you're already dead on board. And your opponent's been whooping your ass all game. How unfortunate.
An oversight. I am grateful for your
Just in case they're still watching the game. This prolonged stall bodes well for you. Like, it's great. He prolonged my stream by an extra 3 seconds. Who knows? That's great. What if somebody comes in and... What if Mr. Beast comes in and gives $10,000? He may have made me a fortune. A relative fortune. Man in his 30s who likes to sit. I am a man. I am in my 30s. And I do enjoy sitting.
Jaina versus Gul'dan.
Sometimes lasting an extra 3 seconds makes all the difference.
The time for dreaming is over.
In the throes of passion, I found if somebody, you know, does me the courtesy of saying something akin to like, I'm close, then I feel like I can muster up an extra 3 seconds of effort, you know. Otherwise, sometimes I just flop down. Sometimes it's GG from there. You gotta give me a heads up. I mean, nah, I never. I would sooner do irreversible harm to myself while helping someone else than to give up.
The exit is this way.
Hey, Lobster, what's up, dude? Lobby, I'm gonna be completely honest. I hope it's okay to say this. Hope you don't take any offense, but I absolutely love having you here. A bit of structure can't hurt. Usually those words come out, I think, semi-involuntarily. You know, I'm close. It's not like a predetermined, like, you know. When you're so fortuitous to experience such a... Took this because I have this. And because we had this, so we didn't have to take the cold case. I'll let Red know when I'm close, or it's GG, exactly. You're like, here I'm close gives me a negative 3 second debuff, too hot. No, if you're really close, maybe you're trying to get me to synchronize. Maybe that's what you need, but you don't want to have to say it, you know? Hold it a little while. I have one frickin' 3-drop in my whole stinking neck. I don't know if this is right. Shut up, dude. You can't say extraordinary. You didn't even see what I played yet.
unbelievable.
Why did they always follow it with to giving up, though? They shouldn't say that. It's disheartening in the moment. No offense, but Red thinks you are equivalently skilled at Hearth. In fact, I think Red thinks he is much superior. I'm not going to play this poet, just a heads up. Alright, I'll play it after this song. Throws away Frozen Touch. Did I throw it away? I thought I used it. thought, I mean, I probably get another one here, right? No? Okay. Heads up, you are a fool, no takebacks. Where's the deck tracker? Oh yeah, I closed it down. Oh man, something's not working with the deck tracker. I'll get it back for you though, give me a minute. Stupid game. I think I'll be a Sarah and then no one worry about anything, right? That's the game plan, I think. Make sure you refund me. No, I'll play it. I got it after Gallows Pole. How do you feel about Gallows Pole, Poet? Just give me just a Gallows Pole analysis, Zeppelin. If you're not familiar, I assume you're familiar. I put Gallows Pole in my top 25. Easy. Top 30. Easy. Wow, this picture of Led Zeppelin on this mix. John Bonham kind of looks like my mom with a mustache. It's a good cover. Is this a cover? Is this a cover or like a rip? I've seen Redbeard hit Ysera with 78% of Dragon Discovers. It's impressive. Yeah. Now the thing is, it's an 85% chance to see it, so I'm still low rolling. Zeppelin's the only band that's been a favorite my whole life. Zeppelin for sure has been a favorite my whole life. Well, since I started to like find and appreciate music of any kind on my own.
I wonder.
This is Poet's request. Is this the Who? Yeah. So far, I'm just gonna say horrible. Absolutely horrible. I love seeing Plant without a shirt on his chest. You'd suck his nipples. Yuck. He has a shirt on though. With beads on it for some reason. That shirt made of beads. Ugh. There's things to do here. What they are probably consist of this.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
What's troubling you?
Gallows Pole's been around for over 100 years. From some old English folk songs. Oh, really? Interesting. I didn't know that. I'd like to hear other versions of it. Are there any recordings of someone from 115 years ago?
Time may pass, but the dream is eternal.
Try to suck a nipple, you get a mouthful of bead instead. That actually sounds like one of my ex-girlfriends.
Right away.
A lot of jewelry. A lot of beadage. She wore a lot of necklaces, Blobby.
Can they survive the ring of death?
Right away.
I have lethal? Yeah, definitely. I think it'll be alright though. Lead Belly did a version. Is that a band? can't say I'm familiar with Lead Belly. How about Dough Belly? Is there anybody Dough Belly?
Every nightmare must end.
You have such power. Be sure to control it.
He's a musician. He's a 12-string guitar player. I like a 12-string guitar. I'm getting in a game. Oh, I didn't click it yet. Great.
Jaina versus Malfurion.
I must protect those ones.
The time for dreaming is over.
That was a stomp. That was a stompin'. That was the old rompin' stomper. What a guy. Onyera, thank you for the follow, Onyera. That's great news, Onyera. Did you hear, Poet? Following the stream. I give the song like a 4 out of 10. It's okay. Hey, thank you so much, Mocha Man. Have fun in Kentucky. A week of hiking. What does that even mean? That sounds terrifying and unenjoyable to me. Yeah, you know, okay, I'll give it like a 5 out of 10. Nah, I gotta give it like 4. I just don't really like a lot of this type of prog rocky kind of. Is it okay to call this prog rock? You're probably gonna get mad at me. I don't like this like big to do. It's like not catchy at all. It's like impactful. It's emotional. I get it, but it's just kind of like. I don't know. Like, when is this over? You know? Like, okay, you heard it. Like, what part do I remember? Nothing. Well, where's the immigrant song guitar riff in there? You know what I mean? My other friends say that too. I don't mind being in the wilderness. But a week of hiking sounds like you were lost in the woods. It doesn't, you know. If you're like, hey, I'm going camping, I'm gonna hike here, put up a tent, drink some brewskis with my friends, do a little fishing, roast some marshmallows. Maybe you're bringing the RV or whatever. Like, yeah, okay, sure. I could kind of buy that. I don't have a lot of ways to corrupt this. But this takes a lot of crap off the board, ideally. So like an arbor up isn't so punishing. Everybody has a different melody taste? Yeah, they do. It's true. It has incredible melody. It's got a chromatic bass line or something. I ain't a music major. I'm gonna be honest, I can barely hear it because I'm babbling and playing Hearth and the music volume is quite low for me. So, take my ramblings with a grain of salt. Dire Straits did that so well. Brothers in Arms is an absolute treasure.
All it takes is love.
Alright, I ain't gonna give you Brothers in Arms, but hear me out. The 8 legendary Warlock went 12-0. We lost 1, 12-1. I have a hotel room at the inn for the end of the day, but I'm gonna be packing up food for long hikes. Oh, okay, cool, fun. Yeah, that'd be really fun, actually. I think spending the day in the wilderness and then, you know, or whatever, hiking trails is cool. Seeing nature, smelling trees. I actually enjoy that. Or I did when I was younger. but going home and plugging in, perusing YouTube with some AC and a shower, that sounds nice too. Hey there, what's up, Palpatine? This is Sultan of Swing though, I know. This is my favorite Dire Straits song, but I only know like 3 maybe. One of the greatest guitarists of all time. Is that who the guitarist is for this track? Is he the main, is he the guy singing too, playing guitar? I've watched some live videos of them.
Time waits for no one.
I think I watched a video of them performing this, and he's playing a lot of these licks while singing, which is incredibly difficult. Like those, the song's great because the lyrics and the song kind of sync up so well. He knows all the chords and he plays these weird sounds. Great. Do I have a secret? No.
Once upon a time.
I'll take this for emergency. Avenge. Avenge. Maybe I just play this. This gets eaten by that. Oh, this is actually pretty bad for us, huh? Good bump and ping. Let's see if we hit devolving. Devolving would be huge. This is fortuitous. I tend to really like very long form songs like Pink Floyd. Dire Straits did it on Telegraph Road. Prog stuff, of course. And then classical recordings are up your alley. You like King Crimson? You recorded a Crimson King? They're like Warren Zevon, no. Well, I don't know who that is. Damn, that was a good devolving. It was pretty good. He got a good 4 though, but we got the card we needed and denied him at least 2 cards. That's a pretty big deal. I'm off to work later, A-bombs. You did amazing today. Better than some, worse than others. I'm gonna go in hero power. But if I just ping and play the 2, maybe that's better. Is these 2 shitters? It's overloaded. He had a beat poem, Storm, that was pretty good. There's a track called Starless. I think I need to get back to. You probably need to get back to it. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Ba, 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 ba. If I can delay playing this, I'd like to. Doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to wait too long. I'm at 36, so maybe, but this thing is huge. What the fuck? Why did it cut off there? What the fuck? Dude, that wasn't the time to cut off Golden Swing. Alright, I'm going to another one. Oh, thank God. See if I can stall for a bit. I need him to play more. I can't believe how fast I saved that. Just, it like immediately went to a different mix. It's like I got there pretty quick. Anyway, that's a good song. What else? We were listening to the Led Zeppelin? At Dire Straits for half an hour straight.
I see your weakness.
Hey, we were already here. We were already there, okay. You heard that?
We'll be fine. It
Gall's
wasn't
full.
that big.
Into. In the evening? Let's skip in the evening, no? Smix is kind of doo-doo. Like, it said it was one song, but it wasn't. It was a different song. I don't think we're gonna be able to get out of this. I'm just gonna die if I play these three. If I play Deathwing, I sort of just die anyway. He needs to have, like, 3 dead cards. I mean, this way I'm not dead, right? Trade, I take discard 3. What has a rather unusual name? Oops, oops. This at least gives us the opportunity to draw like a Jandice or something. Darn it. Usually when you have nothing on board, this isn't super consistent. So far it's been very consistent for him though. Like any buffs will hit my board.
You have
But it didn't
such
cast
power.
1 out of 10. Except for the one that can't hit my board. So actually a fairly good chance that he just doesn't get a taunt minion on the board. It gets clocked for 12. Survival at the end there? Well, it doesn't really matter either way. He has 4 cards. Let's say it casts Nourish and he draws 3 or something, like, you still lose. But there's a chance you can win if he doesn't roll a taunt. Not with that draw, but you'd have to hit like Steward or something.
You win this.
That's value? Yeah. What was I listening to? Oasis, Champagne Supernova, or Wonderwall? Some songs are overplayed, but are just the best songs ever written. You Can Get Fatigued is the same answer for Stairway. Still a top 3 for me, I think. Just have to go back and remember the first time you hear it. It's a good way of putting it. Good to see some Arena love. Yeah, I've been playing a bit of Arena these last 5 years. Kill me! You think drafting Amalgam's is good right now since there's so many Discover type cards? I think drafting Amalgam's good because it's a 4-mana 4/5 with Taunt with upside. It doesn't need to do anything more than that to be a good card. If you played a type, it helps that you can discover dragons for sure. Maybe I should have just played this because I want to go 3/4. I have other dragons though. That worked out better for me. But yeah, the everything type helps. But what's really good about it is the 4-mana 4/5 taunt. How many arena wins do you have? Like 50,000? 50 something thousand? 51 or 2,000? Help me. Kill me. And I'm sorry. Mama, I'm sorry. I would put what it is and what is and what should never be. I put it in my top 20. Also, just throwing that out there. Could ping his guy. What do we got here? How many more times? Ooh, you know what? I probably put how many more times in my top 20 as well. Boom, 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 boom. I have 3 arena wins in 30 runs. Do you have any tips on how I can get better? I've been watching a lot of Dreads, but I think it made me a worse player. Oh, you're gonna need to go on some professional help. You need help badly. Dreads fucking screwed you. There's a chance that I can do that and get away with it. The chance is low. I've watched all of your Battlegrounds content over the years, and I watch you play PoE now, and then, but it's great to see you on Arena. Wait, I was thinking of Crip. Crip played Arena one game this year. I think he said it was shit. Vowed to never play again. What a tragedy. What a travesty. This didn't really work out. How much revenue do you generate with ad button with 900 viewers? Like per hit? Like a quarter. Like over the course of a night, just playing the ad button, not very much. $50 to $60 maybe. Crip knows what he's talking about. Crazy vegan Canadian Romanian. I wouldn't call him crazy. I don't know what that is. Dude, if it's plagiarized, I'm gonna get freaking bona fide. It's gonna put me in the bone zone here. I wanted to kill him, you know what I mean? I wanted to defeat him in the field. Thank God he just drew 2 instead of getting all my cards. Wasn't he Greek? I don't think so. Is Ronnie a Greek? I don't know. I finally drafted a hunter and I got 2 wild seek cards, one being Arelon. I gotta say it's nice to be on the other side of this, yeah. It's way better to be the Arelon than to be killed by the Arelon. I can trade and I can Deathborn. Can't get that off. Let's draw. This one can actually attack, so that's cool. Irania seems like a cool lady. That Crip seems like a cool dude. Kinda wish I had taken, what the fuck, Blizzard. Blizzard seems like it would have worked out better for me. But the other thing could be good too. Oh no, he's going face. Really? Oh, that's good. Okay, well. I could kill the 1/3, but maybe this is better than Blizzard still. If he kills me this turn, then I don't think it was better, but if I kill him next turn, then there's a Platinum Jandice? Yeah, they made a Platinum Jandice. Interesting. I can't kill him with Alex. Fireland's Portal seems pretty good. Let's make some trades. Darn it. Like another trade. It's pretty good. I can clear. We'll just play it safe. Party Crasher. That was a good Party Crasher. Glad I found red to sate my appetite for arena content. Hey, I'm glad you did too, man. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I think Jandice was the first platinum card, or they went back and retroactively made a Jandice. What was the first one? Korak? What was before Korak? Ow. Oh, girl. But, like, they made a couple platinum cards, I think. Lothab? I don't think so. I think they went back retroactively and made a couple of them platinum for collecting all the cards from a set or something. Unless I'm wrong. I don't really keep up on this stuff. Cosmetics and constructed oftentimes elude me. Blade Master, yeah, Blade Master is the first one. So what is that? Frenzy, Baron, Forged in the Barrens? And then I think they went back and made some. Then they went back and made Rag and Jandice, and it was so obvious. Dude, I wanted that. Hopefully they monetize them. They did, and then the one after, what was the one after? They charged $25 or something for it, and nobody bought it. So now we have to have runestones. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for not buying the tripe they put out. 'Cause I've got you in the sights, poet. Drekthar and the other guy. There was two of them, right? Mageni or something. They made him a battlegrounds hero. Little Vandar, yeah, there you go. This guy knows. Drekthar and Vandar. They were after Blade Master Samuro, right? When you sang that line, I could not tell the difference if it was Plant or if it was you. What can I say? I've got the voice of a Celtic, English, Anglo-Saxon. Is that a bad word? I sound like Robert Plant, yeah. Very similar in a lot of ways. Do I want to ping next turn? Not really. I don't have any goddamn threes. I hate this game on so many levels. What am I supposed to do? What is a boy to do? Oh, did Tangerine just come on? I didn't pick it. Tangerine's in my top 10. Oh my god. We have, wow. Maybe my entire top 10 is coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe 6. I shouldn't even look at this. Wow. Kill me, dude. Why aren't you killing me? Kill me! Bump and ping? And then he's gonna ping. I don't care. And ping. I don't want to ping next turn. I mean, I could ping next turn if I need to. Tangerine. Tangerine. It's in my top 10. Is this a cover? If Gesticulate tells me this is a cover, I wouldn't be surprised. Sounds like Zeppelin covered a lot of tracks. Covered. What's it about? Love, sex, and rock and roll. And a guitar that's slightly out of tune. That's okay. They're probably blitzed out on, you know, some sort of illicit drugs. Frozen Touch has done so much lifting. The card's incredible. It's really annoying how strong it is. I find it to be annoying. If I play that this turn, I can play both of these next turn. Or I can play 4-2 ping. He might not be able to kill it. He's only got 100 cards in his hand. I have another spite. I'd rather wait one more turn if I have to play it. 1 in 19 to add a Ysera to my hand. Red's 2 favorite songs are Despacito and Gangnam Style. I don't know if I've ever actually heard Despacito, and I think I've heard Gangnam Style, but it's not good. Do you ever play challenges like picking only the left card or the middle card? Yeah, I have. I went 12-0 with a close my eyes, and I picked the cards by sitting on my keyboard once and my mouse. That deck actually went 12-0 somehow. Twitch told me don't ever do that again because apparently my ass fell out. Apparently my arse slipped out of its trousers. But I didn't know because I had my back to the camera. And I also didn't know that that wasn't allowed. I thought that was fine. Didn't use a dance pad to play Hearth one time? I did, yeah. A DDR pad, remember that? You know, listening to Rude Sandstorm. I just want to reiterate. I was almost going to make fun of Dreads by pretending to dance like him. But I think people wouldn't have got that it was Dreads. So I want to now go back retroactively and make that clear. Yeah, I did a DDR dance. Every rhythmic iteration or anti-rhythmic iteration that Dreads showcases on stream always consists of him like clawing like a dog swimming through water, swimming through pudding. I think Ratsma actually got 12 wins once drafting blind. Why did you say that like I didn't do that? Ratsma is a worm and he stole one of my wins once. He cheated and stole one of my wins. Oh, I had lethal on Ratsma. And he was setting up like a Yogg or a Cthulhu or something. I just wanted to let him get it. And then he took the win after like 30 turns of me having lethal. So he's on my shit list. Till he invites me again to Hawaii. Till he flies me out to Hawaii on his private yacht. I love the Sesame Street version of Despacito. It's called El Patito. And it's about a little duck. Yeah? That's actually kind of cute. I thought that was a Dexter. I thought that was a Dexter rendition. Isn't this like a lot of stats? Plus... I'm gonna just OTK him next turn. He's probably gonna have to bump in and ping. I'm gonna trade off this Jandice. I'm gonna deal 30 damage. Dang, that was a good roll. That was a good roll. What are your top 3 favorite Who songs? Pinball Wizard, Bob O'Reilly, and Won't Get Fooled Again. But I don't really like the Who. Those songs are great. Why is the rest of the stuff they put out crap? He may have been moaning El Patito that night in Vegas. That has nothing to do with the song. Dude, I don't want to think of Dexter moaning. It's despicable. I can deal 15. I should probably kill 1. Start chucking, man. What about you, Jordy? What are your top 3? You really ought to know. I think Over the Hills and Far Away is in my top 10. Top 12, probably. Zeppelin. You gotta have Since I've Been Loving You. You gotta have the Rain song. You gotta have Down by the Seaside. I mean, some of us care. Wow, dude, Frozen Touch, just a little cheater. We got ourselves. No! These aren't ready to go though. I could be dead to a Pyro Blast. It almost feels fair, except for the fact that it's so unfair if he gets it. These actually don't help me, huh? They're so close. If I had one more damage. I guess if I play this, I can clear though, huh? We should do that in case it is, Pyro specifically. Problem is it sort of like prevents these next turn from having the spell damage. Totally fine as long as we draw a cheap card. Fun and interactive. Bob O'Reilly, substitute and won't get fooled again. Okay, no Pinball Wizard? Great game. I really think Cold Touch, Frozen Touch, is a poorly designed card. Stuck. I'm stuck in my computer chair. Oh, never mind, I'm out. Oh, my only 3-drop. That's actually really good. I'm gonna roll for a 2. I have a lot of 4s. It's like a live version here. I don't know why they picked a live version. It's fine, but... It's like My Generation. Ooh, My Generation's pretty good. Alright, I picked My Generation over Won't Get Fooled Again. Talking about My Generation. Design fun cards like Murloc Holmes and Suspicious Pirate, then just punt it all with Frozen Touch. It's hard because once you miss on like 1 or 2 or 3 cards, then it just kind of ruins the experience for everyone. It's like you can make the 5 like best, most fun cards of all time, and if other cards prevent you from playing them or incentivize you to not play them because they don't perform as well, or other cards perform better, then it sort of, yeah, it sort of screws that whole thing up. The worst mechanic is the Hunter, give a minion immune, and the second is Frozen Touch. Well, unfortunately, give a minion immune is no longer a Hunter mechanic, or isn't a Hunter mechanic. It's like 100 cards with neutral cards give them immune or whatever. This is my favorite Led Zeppelin song. This is my number 1. I don't know. I remember in between 9th and 10th grade, high school, so I don't know, 13 or 14, getting into Led Zeppelin, you know, more seriously and kind of exploring songs on your own as a kid, not just what your parents listened to. And I'd already gone through my Rage Against the Machine and System of a Down phase. Like Led Zeppelin was like the first thing. After that I was like, oh yeah, like this is really cool too. And in between 9th and 10th grade, in the summer, I actually had summer school, but not for like the numbskulls and the knuckleheads. They were like, oh, here, like you can finish high school faster or whatever. Like we think you could like make a difference in the world, so we're gonna make you read books over the summer. And I had a teacher, I don't know, he taught at a college, in addition to the high school or something. I don't know, he was like, you know, but they're like, you got to read books. And I remember my mom probably being pissed, but driving me to school in the summer. Driving me to school. I had like a 2-hour class where we just like read novels and like discuss them and shit. And I would every day put on Houses of the Holy. And it was like a 12-minute drive, 10 to 12-minute drive, 15 maybe. and I could get through like the first 3 or 4 tracks. And I remember all the time, right before I get to school, Jamaica would be on. I remember that summer being so fucking miserable because they fucking made me go to school. Oh, it was so dumb. They were wrong. Yeah, they fucked up. There were other kids too. Those kids went on to create Google and Reddit, I believe. Greg, what's his name? Yeah. Dean, what's his name? Dean Schaefer. This one is very good. It's nothing beats the Immigrant Song for me. If you like Led Zeppelin, you will like Deep Purple too. I've only ever heard Smoke on the Water and maybe one other song. What is the best intro Led Zeppelin song? I don't know. I'll get you that right now. What's the intro song at House of the Holy? God, I haven't listened to it straight through. Is the first track The Song Remains the Same? That's going to be tough to beat right off the bat. I don't actually know what opens all the albums. Like 4 or anything like that. Not in my top 3 of those 4. Alright, House of the Holy. Song Remains the Same, right? Yeah, okay. Song Remains the Same for me. Followed by Good Times, Bad Times. Physical Graffiti. We've got Too Long of an Album. Custard Pie. Come on, Custard Pie. Alright, that's the worst one. It's a good song. Well, it's not a good song. It's okay. The Rover, number 2. You said In My Time of Dying. Who said that? Your time is gonna come. What are we talking about? The intro to the song or the intro to an album? I think you're talking about the intro to a song. Sorry, I was doing opening tracks on the albums. All right, let me finish this and then I'll recalibrate. All right, Achilles' Last Stand. That's pretty good too. Man, they really knew how to start an album, huh? And then In Through the Outdoor. What opens In Through the Outdoor? In the Evening. Yeah, it's a good track too. Really seems like they put in a concerted effort to put in a great opening track on these albums. Best intro. It's Since I've Been Loving You, no? Or the Rain song. What are they favorite song? I like where you went with it, sorry. I actually really like thinking about like the ordering of albums. Like the best opening 3 tracks, or the best opener, the best closer. Probably best closing track would be to any album ever. I thought this was evolving stuff. Best closing track is probably Only in Dreams off the Blue album. Motion picture soundtrack off of Kid A. I Can't Win off of Room on Fire. Rock and Roll Suicide off of Ziggy Stardust. That's the last track on Ziggy Stardust, right? I think. All Apologies on the In Utero album by Nirvana. You know, I'm not a big Nirvana fan. That's a good song. But I don't think I've ever actually listened to In Utero. Maybe I should have, God dang it. Maybe I should have picked this one. Because if specifically if the buff lands here, then it's like so much better for us. If you can only change one thing in the arena to make it better, what would it be? I'd add a tournament mode. If that doesn't count, I would change the rewards to be guaranteed. So instead of being random and you don't know what you're gonna get and there's a range, I would have a specific set amount of things you would get paid out, and it wouldn't have rare cards or dust. It would be all gold and 1 pack. Honestly, it would be all gold. Like the Brawlseum? No. I think Purple Rain was a closing track. That one is pretty decent. You know, I don't listen to a ton of Prince. And only in the last probably, 10, 15 years of my life have I checked out any Prince. Without ever having listened to any Prince. And not really understanding like exactly how awesome he was. It's kind of a shame. He seems like a pretty ripping dude. I should probably check out more Prince tracks. I want them to start giving 5 gold and the rewards is tilting. Yeah, it doesn't bother me. If I could change one thing, Arena, I would take it out of modes and put it back on the front page. That stuff doesn't bother me. Honestly, like, I don't care about that at all. A lot of it's very experimental though. Prince stuff. Yeah, I've never listened to like a Prince album. I have to be in the mood to enjoy Prince. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough because like what I've heard of Prince, it seems more like I would enjoy it if I went out somewhere and Prince was playing and I had a whiskey and cola and I was dancing with other people or like kind of like, spinning in a circle or whatever. But I might not like sit down in my apartment with the lights off, with the headphones on, listening to Prince in the same way, right? Not that it's all like gotta be super dancey, but like, I don't know. It's like, it's so good to just play these and push 5, but this card is so good that you don't even have to do that, right? You could just sit here and wait till you deal 100 damage with it. Honestly, I wish I could sell packs for gold. Yeah, me too. Even at a diminished rate, even if you could sell them for like 50 or 75 gold, that'd be better. My favorite Prince song is Raspberry Beret. I've never heard that one. Pardon me, where's that card from? Oh, did you get that from Wand Thief? Huh? We already know that he had that? Went 12-0 with Rogue a few days ago. First time, hell yeah, dude. Congrats. I like that. You like can't even risk it, can't even risk it not sleeping. You would have heard it, Raspberry Beret? Without knowing the name, maybe. You want me to check? Raspberry Beret? I'll be honest with you if I've ever heard it or not. He's coughing in the middle of his track. Oh, maybe. Maybe. It's not a song that to me, like if I had heard the first 45 seconds of that song, I might not have ever heard it. I don't know if I've ever heard that. I would default to saying that I don't know that one. Prince basketball skit is hilarious. Yeah, Dave Chappelle's a pretty funny dude. I don't think I need to keep a 4. Oh, 1 thief in this deck. If I pick up another 2. Probably get this, but you look like your armpits smell amazing. I do get that a lot. That's weird that you mentioned that. It's weird. My mom just said the same thing. Outlaw Pete is a banger by Bruce. Bruce who? Springsteen? You check your win rate? Do you try hard near the end of the season for leaderboard? No and no. I don't care that much. I prefer just drafting Yogg-Saron if I can, as often as I can, trying to make it work. There's only one Bruce. What about Campbell? Also, if you're just gonna use, can you just call him the boss? What about Bruce? Bruce. Let me Bruce. I guess. Yeah, maybe. Dun 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 dun. Could play that, but Bruce Dickinson. What about Bruce Dickinson? What about Bruce Willis? Well, he didn't write a lot of songs, that Bruce Willis. California sunshine. It's pretty good. Pyroblast would be more enticing if he was at less than 30 right now. Didn't Bruce Willis write the song in Armageddon? Again, wasn't that Steve Tyler? I don't really know though. You might be right. Where's the part? Where's the guitar? There it is. Should let me write for them. Wow, that's a good 5. Now buff this one. Yes! Tied for first best option because they all suck, but that's fine. Just wanted a fireball. If Red wrote for Led Zeppelin, he would add BFP samples and tell Bonham to play more gassy. Play more gassy, Bonham. It's very true. I would do what Poet said I would do. I wouldn't do what I wanted to do. I would do what Poet said I should do. That's true. So true. I'm not really worried about anything, Brawl or any of that crap, because tonight is Redbeard's night, going for our 14th 12-win run in a row. It feels predetermined that we will just consistently win all night long. I think Out on the Tiles is a good track too, just throwing that out there. Mono would play Moby Dick and ignore Red. Well, I told him to play more gassy. Moby Dick's a very gassy track. Alright guys, speaking of gassy, I just want to say thanks again to everybody. It's a good snarling song, at least in that part there. Oh, that's the best part. Could you imagine? Alright, what's this one gonna be about? Well, I'm gonna scream monkey on my back. Oh, you're just gonna sing it? No, I'm gonna sound like a goddamn fool. Oh, okay, cool. Alright, bring them in. Bring the mics in. What do you want John Bonham to do on this one? Just have him beat the drums like they stole something. Oh yeah, way ahead of you, man. Give this guy something bad. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I need my frozen touches. Alright. Oh, it's still going on. This is the best part too. The drums. Turn it up. Next one. It's the best part. Big lasagna. Thank you so much for the follow. Yum, you should meet my friend Deformed Poet. He loves noodles. Wow, no trade. Interesting. What's going on with my mouse? Thought I'd get a secret. Babe, I'm gonna leave you in my top 20 too. I don't think it said lasagna. Are you sure? Let's see if they say anything and see if they're here. My first pick, Terralion or Zephyrus? What should I pick? Not Tyrion. Terralion's really good, but Zephyrus is pretty cool too. I got a Jandice? Let's go 1, 2, 3. We want the Bizarre Mugger to die, right? I can't think of a single mage card that could answer a board state like this, so we should be fine. Can't think of a single one. Deathborn? Is that in the mini set? No, the mini set's not out yet. Little Wing. We don't have to worry about cards that haven't been created yet. No, that's not it. Volcanic Potion? That one's not in the meta. That one has been made, but it's not in the meta, so they can't possibly have it. I don't think there's anything that could possibly answer a board state like this. What with 7 minions, and he only has 7 mana, and they all have upwards of 4 health. Even. No, you little worm. Oh, it really wasn't Deathborn. Oh, I thought it was. 0 answers for Mage. 11 and 2. What the fuck? How was that his turn? How could that possibly be the case? I want to ping him. Is that dumb? Where are my double frozen touches? Come on, dude. Give me those. And I'm sure he's letting you win. Why? Loaded 4 mana. He's got 3 Proto Drakes stuck in his hand. He's got 3 Protos and a puzzle box of Yolk Saron. He's got a Reno Jackson, and he thinks it's the way. Down to 8. This is shit, dude. This is absolute shit. So if I Flame Strike, I'm doing nothing else. I'm doing nothing. Down to 4. Corrupt that. Now we have to play Hearthstone for real. Tough? Yeah, it doesn't. Oh my god, come on, dude. Disrespectful. I'm surprised Red can play the song. It was the last message that Alez sent him. That's funny. I'm glad he didn't do that so we can still play it without it breaking my ever-loving heart. Poor guy's got all 3 of his sires stuck in his opening hand. No, he kept them all. This is his fault. What the fuck is moving up there? I don't know. Skips turn, he's got sire. He's got 2 cards in his mulligan. It's entirely possible. It's like the Mac Daddy of playing shit. This has got to be a sire, though. In which case, we're boned. Oh, that lives too, huh? Could have played. No, I couldn't play that. It does feel like we're getting sired here. Which we might be able to come back from. We needed 1 or both of our frozen touches. We just don't have a lot of... We have a steward maybe into a puzzle box or something. Bring the rotation makes games, not 1 card blowouts. Yeah, who knows, really? It's like, can I Blizzard and not play my sire? Probably just play like a Smug Senior and then like go face, maybe. Sorry, I'm Grumpy Red. I hope all the 12. I hope the 12 comes. Yeah, if not, that's okay. We had a rough little patch ourselves. It's nice to and we get to end on like a high note. You know, as much as I do this, it's still frustrating when you get kecked all night. When we didn't get kecked all night, but it's still frustrating when you kind of get kecked or whatever. That is not what we want. Play nothing. Yeah, it'd be good. Good. The deck doesn't look like an 11 win mage, but maybe we were in the queue so long they're like 4-2. It's possible. Nay, somewhat plausible. Had a really fun Warlock deck with Brittlebone, 2 Shadows, and Lady Darkwind, and I only got 4. 4's pretty good though. I had a good mage and a good warlock, and collectively they got 1 win. And both decks were good. Good. Yeah, shoot your own face. Yeah. Lightning bolt your own face. Stoneborn General. What is up, Stoneborn? Thanks so much, man. I could have killed him with a Fire Lens Portal top deck. Oh, good. I was just worried for a minute I would get a buff on something that couldn't be pinged. Whew. Whew. Darn it. I mean, good. Good. Consistent. Need to make sure that the buffs do nothing. So he gets the taunt. And then he pings the guy. Dude, just imagine if the buff's on like this. Actually, it could have landed on that, which would have been worse, huh? He's gonna hit here. We have a lot of outs for lethal. Even Brain Freeze is lethal now. Speak of the devil, yeah, that's crazy. Both of our decks looked bad in that last game, but I guess that made for a pretty interesting game. And then the Silas obviously is very, very strong. We don't have a deck that's particularly susceptible to Silas, whereas other decks probably are, and they probably were able to take advantage of that in other, you know, in other games in the run. They're probably worried, like, or they're probably waiting, like, oh, I'll just take this idiot's Proto Drake at some point, but it never came. We just don't have one. Lovely 12, it really was. And now we get to relax with a nice gold